Alright, what is up, you beautiful people, and welcome back to another game showcase. We have this demo called Sir, We Have an Orc Problem. Enough talking, let's get right to it. I gotta build a tower here. Let's see, where are my towers? Press it. Okay, yeah, start the battle. Oh, I don't have any towers yet. Oh my god. Okay, so this game is a top-down tower defense, and there are millions of orcs trying to breach your wave. I'm just gonna take you guys through the whole playthrough of the demo here. So we've got some incremental scaling. Alright, so you can unlock, there we go, a gunner. We can unlock a little turret here. Don't be too, let's see, the gunner is pretty PP good. Your bonus resources at the end of battle is good. Damage statistics. Why is this not full screen, boys? Something is being a little funky here. Hold on. Alright, we're back onto the tech tree here. Let's see, more gunners, more missiles. I think we're just going to play here. Alright, so now we have a gunner here. So there's 5 levels to this demo. I beat all of this before. But I just wanted to play it all again. I beat it on my other computer. Alright, so you can control the range of fire of your turrets, which is pretty cool. This gunner turret is not that great here, at least not at the start. You can see here, if you have a huge angle of fire, it doesn't really do too well. And there's tons of orcs here. I think the best turret is the flamethrower. You're going to unlock it soon enough. Let's get some upgrades here. Always go upgrade here. We're going to get some more resources at the end of the battle. That's more key than anything else. Missile damage. More gun towers is good. More HP, less important. Let's go. Bam. So you have to beat the full level 1 first. You can also like move these towers around here. So I'm actually just going to tighten the cone of fire here. You're basically just trying to build a really nice kill zone here. Let's see here. Another kill zone right there. There we go. And hopefully we can take out more orcs this way. Oh my god, I forgot I have to like keep left clicking. There's an upgrade that lets you have the missile fire constantly. But the missile actually, there's like such a delay here and it doesn't really do that much damage. Oh, let's do that again. Alright, whoops. Let's farm some resources here. But yeah, I think I really enjoy these sort of like simple tower defense games. I don't know, maybe it's just the way my brain works, but I'm just like, you know, big numbers, things stack up, you slowly just break stuff. And then you eventually like break the game and you become super strong. But yeah, gain 10% bonus resources. Can I unlock the flamethrower? Not yet. I have to beat the level first. Okay, so that means I need more towers here, and then I need more fire rate here, more damage on the gun, and let's see here. Let's just get some more shots per second here. Let's max that out here, and then more damage per shot. Let's do that. Ideally, I don't really want to rely on the gun towers if I can, but I think the first level you have to beat exclusively with gun towers. So that's a little unfortunate here. Let me see if I can just do, I'm going to do this here, and then have this focus here like that, and then there we go. This is a pretty good kill zone. You want to try and like get a perfect score if possible. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god, that orc. Sometimes the missile just makes it run faster. No! We're leaking. We just gotta not die, and then I think that like completes the level. But I wanna do a perfect score here, but it gets super easy. Because incrementally, the orcs get stronger, but you also incrementally get stronger here. So let's get an upgrade here. First upgrade I'm going to go for is actually the flamethrower. I don't actually like the mortar. The cannon is okay in the later rounds. It fires a penetrating shot. And the mortar just fires like a huge artillery shell that deals a devastating blast. Let's unlock the flamethrower here. Fire ticks per second. Let's do that here. And then damage per tick. The flamethrower is so good for crowd control. I'm not going to spend my resources on anything else. And let's go to the second level here. Alright, so all the orcs are going to come in from here. The flamethrower is my fave because oh yeah, I forgot it has such small range when you first get it. Dang. Okay, you know what then, I gotta put it in like a really prime position here, like something like this. Actually I don't like that. Let's do something like this and then enhance that. Okay, and then we're just gonna try and funnel the orcs this way, which means I don't want any orcs coming this way. Let me see here. No. How did I beat this last time? Probably not like this. If anything, I'm gonna put all my guns here like this. So we're gonna have this here. This is basically just World War I simulator, but you're defending the trench. you know, and then we're gonna have this here. Because I don't have access to too many guns, we're just gonna have to have a pretty intense rate of fire here. So the flamethrower just sort of sets the area on fire here. Oh no. No, they're running away from the flamethrower. Damn, that's bad. Okay, I need to unlock a second flamethrower, and then we can cook all of these guys. Because right now the flamethrowers, the range is pretty small. It's always good to fight the next level because you'll get more resources from there. Let me see, an upgrade. Can I get a second flamethrower here? Let me see here. One more flamethrower, yes. That is key. Flamethrower range, fire duration, damage per tick. I don't think I care about that. Missile damage, don't care about that. This is not in the demo, unfortunately. I wish that was in the demo here. But yeah, we're just playing the demo because the game hasn't come out yet. Gun range, more gun. Nah, let's just run it back here. I'm gonna try and flamethrower max here. Boom, there we go. And now let's get it. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna remove the tip box here. I don't need the tip box. No tip. So right now, I think I also gotta increase the flamethrower damage though, because right now they're getting slightly charred. They would probably taste good, you know. They're slightly charred, not dead. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Fire tick duration, more resources. Flamethrower range, another flamethrower. 0.1 damage per tick. All right, let's just do that again. Boom. Oh, now they have enough range to cover the whole gap. Okay, so now I should probably move them around. Because right now my kill zone is just all in the same area. Oh, but the tick rate is higher, so that's good. I think it would be good to just have a flamethrower over here, or even over here, because they seem to bundle up around this area here. So let's just play again here. I'm gonna move this dude. I'm gonna move you over here. There we go. Move this arc of fire over here, and that should get most of them. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Because the dot, it just like constantly reapplies the dot. So I don't think it is a good idea to stack it all up at the same area. No, we're getting lit. All right, hold on. Upgrades again. Let's get the resource upgrade, and then let's get another flamethrower upgrade. There we go. So now we have 2 flamethrowers, 3 flamethrowers. I'm gonna put this guy over here, and there we go. So now this guy can start thinning the crowd right away. So now everyone has a bit of low HP, and then they can walk in and get roasted again a second time, and then get roasted the 3rd time. And now I just need a 4th flamethrower somewhere. I love the smell of napalm. The flamethrower is actually like the best. I think it's the best tower in the early rounds. You'll see why it's not as good later, because right now the maps are quite small. I'm still getting my ass handed to me though. Let's get some upgrades here. Can I get another flamethrower? 79. I can get up to 4 or 5. Get some more flamethrower range, fire duration, and then damage. And then let's do that again. Okay, so now they have more range. That should be good. Boom, boom, boom. More range, longer tick duration of the damage. Oh yeah, you can see like just a slightly longer dot tick, less guys are already surviving. Look at that. Mostly, I think these are the tankiest guys here at the back. Oh my god, come here. Ooh, come here. There we go. That's what I'm saying, like the flamethrower just starts carrying super hard. So it's like your best early game tower. I think it's still your best tower. Oh my god. Bro, come back. No! Those guys are so fast. They're just hauling it. So yeah, I think I should have 1 flamethrower tower here. If I want to do a perfect level here. But yeah, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! So you can see here, like this like sort of knocks them back if they're super healthy, and then they'll like survive the hit. Oh well, we beat the level. All right, let's get some upgrades here. I can unlock a mortar tower or the can. I think I actually unlocked the mortar tower last time. I don't actually know if I like the cannon. I will unlock the mortar tower. Okay, but the mortar tower I think I'm just gonna chill on for now. I'm gonna want unlock tower damage stats. Oh, Actually, this is pretty cool to see, but I think early on the flamethrower is pretty good, but later it's not that great. Reduce the number of kills needed to earn 1. Ooh, it's actually pretty good. I like the econ upgrades the most. You know, like I'll be a little weak now. I think I'm just gonna play this level again. We're gonna play this level again, and then we're gonna put the mortar tower. You can see here the mortar tower is pretty good. It's just like put it in the concentration, or there's a high concentration of units here. Target rich environment. Boom. Actually, the mortar's not doing any damage here. I'm like barely seeing the damage output. I should like put them to fire over here in the center, like this little area where all the guys are coming through. That seems to be the best place to place them. Boom, boom. But yeah, I'm just gonna farm up some money first. I don't know. I actually look forward to this game because it's kind of like just like a puzzle game, because you're just like, you're basically just trying to, oh my god, that guy's fast, prevent the orcs from getting through. And like the simplicity of it too, you know? I love simple games that are entertaining. Sometimes the game doesn't have to be super complex. Sometimes monkey brain happy when game simple. Okay. There we go. Boom. All these guys are just running through here. Okay. Oh baby, let's do some upgrades here. Okay, I'm gonna want more flamethrower towers and more range, so that's the same price. Yeah, I should probably upgrade the range here. You know what? Let's just go play. I'm gonna play the next level. So this level, the map is already significantly bigger. I wish this build phase thing got out of my face though, because it's actually kind of hard to see that you can place a tower back here. But you can. Let me see here. I'm gonna put it right here. That covers most of it. And then I can put a flamethrower maybe right here. So this is where the flamethrowers, you can sort of see their weakness. Their range is tiny. So a flamethrower here, but they're really good at chokes. So that's their specialty. The machine gun honestly kind of sucks, I'll be honest. It's like you really don't want to be using anything, but you know, it's your turret of last resort. You'd rather use anything but the machine gun, but it's the only thing you got, so you know you gotta use it. Anyways, I'm gonna put it here to like sort of try and thin the crowd, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna have it shoot into the crowd here. Boom, boom, and then I'm just gonna have it. Yeah, I'm just gonna have them both aim over here, and then the mortar. I think the mortar is gonna do better if I concentrate it here. I'm gonna start the battle here. I'm not even gonna bother using my missiles here. So there we go. Actually, I don't know. I feel like it's such a waste. I'm just gonna let my towers cook. I wish there was a speed up function though. Is there a speed up function here? No, there's not. Oh, you can zoom in though. Look at that. You can zoom in. You can pan the camera here with the right click. I never zoomed in on my laptop because I was like, brother, I'm just look at the full view. So yeah, this map, we're gonna be stuck on it for a little bit here. First of all, we're gonna need some more towers. Yeah, you know what? I actually got less stuff from playing this round. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go back and farm the other map here. Let's see here. We got base HP, mortar, flamethrower range. Flamethrower range is key. Let's just beat this first map here. Like this first map is a cakewalk. It's such a cakewalk once you have a flamethrower. Like this is literally not even a challenge anymore. So put 2 flamethrowers here. Put another flamethrower here. This is called a overkill. Put that over here, and then we can put the mortar system right here. We start the battle here. So yeah, flamethrowers are pretty good on a small map here. This is a tiny map, but I like the progression. If you guys don't want to watch all of this, you guys can skip forward, obviously. Bam! Oh, you can see here the missile here glitched out. Lamau. Okay, let's go to upgrades here. I don't think I can use the box upgrade yet. Yeah, I can't use the box upgrade yet. Let's go here. Oh, now that I have an extra flamethrower, I can probably beat this. Like a perfect score, this map here. Let me see, put this guy over here, like that. Yeah, that's here. I think that should be here. And then this should fire here. I'm gonna move it closer actually. Yeah, because I wanna like reduce the AoE as much as possible. So it's like a tighter arc of fire. So yeah, I think this will give us a perfect score here. Boom. Farm up some resources, and then we can try and beat the next map. I think the next map, I actually need to have cannons, I'm pretty sure. Or I need to have my mortars be a little stronger, because there's a lot of like concentrated enemies at the start, so the mortars can shell them to bits. And the cannons shoot in straight lines, and they shoot like penetrating shots. So that'll be good here. So there, boom. Flamethrower, light them up. No! No, it's not a perfect run! Brother, the flamethrower betrayed me. Or more like my missile betrayed me too. Ah! Okay, I got that one. Okay. Damn. Yeah, these guys are the tanky boys. Okay, well, that means my flamethrower needs a little bit of a damage upgrade here. We can see here, we're cooking most of them. Most of them. Let's get the upgrades here. Let's get the resource upgrade, actually, because I'm trying to farm up right now. Ticks per second. And then fire duration. Missile damage. Bah! Missile damage. Alright, let's try that round again. Light them up, boys. I think this should be fine now. Now that the fire tick like hits faster and burns for longer, we should be good. Can basically just AFK. I don't know why I like these AFK games, but like I just do. They're just super relaxing to play. I don't know if they're relaxing to watch. I do know that there's this one YouTuber who also does like incremental sort of like idle games that I sometimes like to put on in the background as well. I can't remember their name right now, but I look at some games they play and I'm like, yo, I want to play that game too. And then it's like a 3-hour video just like chilling out. I'm gonna try and experiment with more of this content because I do actually find myself like gravitating to these kinds of games, especially when like you're on a low energy day. You just want to throw it on and relax. No, that one orc stole my perfect score. Okay, whatever. Let's just upgrade here. Okay, I'm gonna try and upgrade my mortar here. Explosion damage, explosion radius. Okay, explosion radius will be key. Just having more mortar towers, I think, will be key. Bigger pop radius, +1 explosion damage. I think just having more mortars coming out would be nice. Yeah, more mortars. Okay, let's try and beat this level now, or not beat it, but like, let's just try to farm up here because there's more orcs here. So more orcs equals 2 more dollar. Am I gonna change the orientation for these guys? Maybe like this. Yeah. All right, let's start. Boom. Oh my. Oh my. The mortar is not very effective here. Yeah, I think last time I tried to beat it by just like flamethrowing up this choke point here. I don't know. The mortars are, I mean, they actually fire kind of fast. Hold up. I didn't realize the mortars were going so fast. But yeah, I think the mortars here are not sighted well. Let me see. Shrapnel, nah. Shots per second, no. Explosion radius, bigger explosion radius. All right, let's just do that again. Let's see. So this one here, I'm gonna put it like closer to here, and then these guys, I think I actually want to like contain them here like this, and then like, oh, hello. Bring this closer here like that. Let's see if that works. Because then they have a tighter firing. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you can see them like they're just getting dispersed right now. The explosion is like just knocking them around. Ooh. But actually it's kind of like knocking them through the choke. So they're not in the fire for as long. Let me see here. How else are my defenses? Actually, nothing is going through here. Nothing is, so this flamethrower tower here is wasted. Okay, I gotta move that one around then. Okay, explosion radius, shots per second. Now it's 1 shot per second. I should just get some more mortar towers. Yeah, and let's go from there. Let's get another mortar tower here. I'm gonna put you over here. I'm gonna put you over in the, actually I'll put you in the back here actually. And I'll move you to be here. This flamethrower is kind of wasted, so I'm gonna put it back here, and then just have it burn this area instead. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, flamethrower's cooking them. Yeah, nothing's going through this pass here, which is crazy. But a lot of stuff is going through this way. There we go. Yeah, because like the choke points that are here, I just gotta cause the most casualties at that choke point. Because once they get past that choke point, like I'm kind of cooked. Let's get some upgrades here. Can I get some more bonus resource upgrades? Nope. Okay. Nope. I can't do that either. Fire tick damage. Shots per second. +1 explosion damage. Explosion radius. I think I should upgrade my explosion damage. Maybe that's why I'm not killing them. Shrapnel count. I don't think the shrapnel is too great here. Ticks per second. There we go. Let's do that again. Yeah, because maybe my explosions just are like harmlessly knocking the orcs around rather than actually like killing them, you know? And that's bad because we're not trying to send them to Bouncy Castle. We're trying to send them to respawn. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, bro's getting lit. Big pops? Nah, we're getting cooked here. We're getting cooked here. Total. Let's play again. 125. Start that here. I wish there was like a fast forward feature. This game needs a fast forward feature. Because when you're like, because there are definitely levels where you're just grinding it out. It's a little unfortunate, you know. I like games that are a little grindy, but you know, eventually you reach like some sort of inevitability where you're just like God mode. I think that's like the appeal of these games, you know. It's like the power fantasy of like, you know, start off as potato, level 1 goon, and then you become level 100 goon master. Okay, upgrades. This here. Okay. More mortar towers, fire ticks, range. I would like another flamethrower tower actually, and then more ticks per second, more tick damage, and everything else is pretty irrelevant here. Okay, so one more flamethrower tower. Where am I gonna put this one? I'm gonna put this one right like here, I guess. Yeah, because there's a huge leak in this area here. There we go. So they're gonna spread out, gonna split up. Yep, so that flamethrower tower is already catching all these guys that are coming this way. And then I'm wondering if this tower I have over here could be repositioned a bit better. But yeah, the machine gun is definitely just so useless. I should get a cannon here. The cannon in this choke would just like shoot him to bits, because the cannon shoots like penetrating blasts. Unfortunately, I have to beat a level before I can unlock the cannon. So let's see here. Let's get some more upgrades. So we did a little bit better there. Let's do that, because then I'll get more money faster. More ticks, more damage per tick, more fire rate. Let's get more damage per tick, and then let's run it back. Let's hit it. Boom. Yeah, I remember I got stuck on this level for a while. Boom, boom, boom. But every orc you kill gives you more money. Or more gems. I think that's the currency here. Okay, so that's looking good. Tick is looking pretty good. Yeah, but then the stragglers here just coming in here. That's a little unavoidable. We're having less stragglers over time, so that's good. The flamethrower sort of like does a good cleanup, or does a good job cleaning up all the things the mortars miss. Okay, let's do some upgrades again. Let's see what we got here. Headhunter. Let's get the resource upgrade. And then let's run it back again. Start the battle. You can see here the machine gun like basically does nothing. But then again, I haven't really upgraded it. But then again, it's not something I would upgrade until the very end. Like when you're all done upgrading everything. It's like a low priority upgrade here. The econ upgrade is always the best one, because then it just lets you scale faster. You're a little weaker for a little bit, but you know, then you just take off. You just scale faster. Bam, 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 bam. Alright. And then we got cooked. Let's get some upgrades here. Can I get another flame tower? Well, actually, flame tower range would be pretty good. But more mortar towers might be better. Wait, can I afford both of them? Fire duration. Hold on. Boom. No, I cannot. I did not calculate. Oh well. So the fire duration for a little longer. Alright. Okay, so if I have a second flame tower, where would I put it? No, I didn't get a second flame tower. Okay, never mind. I just made the flames last longer. Boom. Okay. I mean, the flames lasting longer would be pretty good because the damage is like, it's like 2 ticks per second. So, you know, it's a substantial amount of damage. Right now, these guys don't have too much max HP. So, yeah, you can see here like the, like half a second longer of the fire tick actually just made such a huge difference. Because before we're getting a huge stream of guys surviving till the very end. But now it's just, most of them are just getting cooked. Yeah. Barbecue them, boys. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the flamethrower tower is like the most critical tower for the early game. Let's see here. Okay, so we got some upgrade choices. Boom, boom, boom. Fire duration. More range. No, just give me another tower, I think. Another tower. Yeah, one more tower. I couldn't get duration, but damage per tick. Let's do that. Okay, where am I going to put this next tower? Oh yeah. I think this side definitely needs to get thinned out right at the start. There we go. I think that'll make a huge difference. Because basically now there's just high. There's more uptime on the fire. And yeah, what I don't like is that the mortar sort of like knocks things around. But yeah. Oh, I should upgrade my missiles only so that I can gain access to my other abilities. So I think you can like, I think the mortar has a final upgrade that lets you unlock a nuke, which just sort of like destroys a pretty large area. And then there's like a plane that you can unlock as well, that you can sort of have it do strafing runs. And at the max level, it basically attacks like every second. And it kills most of the orcs in one shot once you have the levels all maxed out in terms of damage output. Okay, so I think we're not going to perfect this level, but we're going to beat it. Now let's move on to the next one, which will give us more resources. Because every map just sends you more orcs. And the more orcs there are, like, the more... Oh, never mind. We're not gonna push past this one. That's fine. That's A-okay. Let's see here. Oh my god, I got so many like little insect bites from going camping here. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this one. Percentage increase. I'm gonna get the fire duration actually, and then some more ticks per second. Let's see here. Range. I don't need more range, do I? No. I'll just increase my DPS here. This is 134. I'm just gonna increase my DPS here. Explosion damage. Nah. Alright, let's go. Start the battle. I think with this DPS increase, that should make all the world's difference. Let's see here. Boom. Yeah, that DPS increase is so noticeable. Look at that. None of these guys are surviving. Well, like, very few are making it to the very end. And those that are just getting cooked. Hell yeah. The mortars and the can... I think the mortar becomes super powerful later on when, like, you just have, like, a wall of dudes coming at you. Like, I mean, like, a literal wall. But right now we're cooking. We're cooking with fire, baby. Okay, one guy made it through. I'm not going to bother catching him with my missile. If he made it this far, he deserves it. He deserves to reach the finish line. Okay, now I think these, like, the final wave of guys have more health. I think that's probably how it goes. Like, the first wave is just, like, pretty low health, and then the health slowly scales up to go higher and higher. Eventually, I think because the guys have so much health, the flamethrower does become weaker because the flamethrower does fixed damage. Honestly, I think the flamethrower should just do max health damage. Like, it kind of feels funny that fire does fixed damage, you know? Anyways. Okay, we're gonna clear this one here. Maybe I can snipe this guy here. Boom. Got him. There we go. Let's put upgrades here. 607. Now I can unlock something. So yeah, there's the nuke that I can unlock. Or I can't. Actually, I think the nuke is probably more effective. Like, it's like immediately more effective. Because it's like an active ability. Okay, so now I'm gonna upgrade this because I do want to just get more money faster. Tick rate. I think I'm gonna want the range because the next map gets even bigger. Yeah, so this map is where things get a little tough. Let me see here. I think mortars, I'm just gonna like have them shell center of mass here. So like boom, boom. They like to come in through here and then through here as well. And then same thing, flamethrowers, I'm gonna have them scorch this area, scorch this area, have one scorch here, and then I'll have another one scorch here. So I think this one, oh, come here. This one I'm gonna have it burn like this. So there's like slight overlap. Okay. That's probably the best I can really do, to be honest. There's gonna be a ton of leaks here from what I remember playing this. I think I put some machine guns just to catch stragglers at the very end. That's really all the machine guns are here for. And they don't really do that much damage, so not the greatest. Probably one of the worst towers in the game until you like fully upgrade them. Okay, so there we go. Huge crowd of orcs. You know what though? They never like. Where's my nuke? I just dropped. Oh, you know what? The nuke's on cooldown right now. Damn. Okay, so I can see here that these guys are grouping up over here pretty nicely. And they like to go in the center. Let's drop a nuke here. Okay, at least we got those kills and get some upgrades here. Let's see here. Fire duration. Money max. One more flamethrower. Let's go fire duration upgrade here, and then I think we'll actually need the mortars here. Shrapnel. Shrapnel damage is just 1. All right, let's get some shrapnel. Oh wait, hold on. I have a square. What the heck? You know what? Never mind. The square resource. I'm like, what am I doing here? Boom, boom. Okay, I think if anything, I should put the flamethrower like right here, because they seem to like bunch up here. And then I should put a flamethrower here because they like bunch up over here. So like, I shouldn't bother putting a flamethrower for the middle here. And then this mortar, I think I should also have it hit here in the center. Ah, I dropped the nuke too late. Okay, hold on. Let's get the upgrades here. 442. Ticks per second. Damage ticks. Let's play. Okay, I'm gonna move you over here. It's kind of like fluid dynamics defense. POV, the water is dangerous. And then we're gonna have this over here. Actually, I want to pull you back a little bit and then do that. And then you, I'm gonna concentrate fire here and here. Let's see what happens this way. Boom. Oh, actually, knocking them to the side was kind of not a great idea, huh? Let me just drop a nuke right there. Boom. But yeah, you can see here, like, there's a ton of guys just gathered around there. Let's go to my upgrades here. Can I get another flamethrower? Hell yeah. Give me another flamethrower here. And then I'll get this to shoot a little bit more often. Okay, so I actually don't want them to get knocked to the side. So you know what? I should just recalibrate my fire over here. Just have them shoot over here. And then I think this is probably better off pointing this way. I just want them to, like, you know, hit that area when they come in. Which means I don't know what I'm going to do with this last flamethrower. It's kind of like in an awkward spot. You know what? Actually, I think I do know. I'm going to put it back here. Yeah. Let's see how that works. Because now everything is going to come in, and then they're just going to get scorched. Okay. Yeah, like everything in the center here is just going to get roasted here. Oh, you know what though? If there's too many of them, they just sort of spill over. Boom. Big nuke. Let's go to upgrades here. Can't I? I'm gonna upgrade this. And then shrapnel count. Shots per second. Explosion radius. Let's get a few more mortar towers here. Alright. Yeah, because more towers. I think this is probably a better play then. To just have them roast like this. And like this. Oh, actually, hold on. Like this. Yeah. And then another mortar tower. I think I'm just gonna concentrate fire over here. Because they seem to like gather up here quite nicely. So yeah, let's see. Let's see if this is better. There we go. Uh-oh. This is like slightly more effective, I guess. But yeah, there's still a lot of leaks on the side here. Let's drop a fat nuke here. My machine guns basically don't really do any damage to the orcs. So yeah, let's see, more ticks per second. Ooh, actually I can get more resources. Resource multiplier, that's always good. Explosion damage, shots per second. Alright, let's just play it here. Boom, run it back. Okay, let's start. Oh no, this is like a windshield wiper. It like misses them kind of in the middle. Then I should probably just point them both inwards. Yeah, you know what? I think that might be better. Let's see here. Orc fluid dynamics. I'm gonna drop a nuke here. Boom. Briefly save it. Okay, let's get some more upgrades here. Yeah, I'm gonna need the flamethrower range here. Okay, with the new range. Okay, still here. More like this. And then something like that. Let's see if that works. So now we like permanently have fire uptime. There's gonna be a little bit of a blind spot. Drop a little nuke here. My machine guns aren't gonna be able to hold the line. So we got like one nuke, and then that's it. Okay, this was definitely good though. Like we got more kills. 1920, 756. Let's do that. Okay, you know what? Let's take a look at some machine gun upgrades here. Cannon, boom, boom, boom. Shots per second. +5. Oh, this is what the square is for? Okay, I guess I'll take the square here. I guess the machine gun does become kind of okay. It just becomes a wall of bullets. Yeah, so there's like a little wall of bullets here. So, I don't know, I guess it's better than nothing. I think eventually you can get an upgrade which lets them have penetrating shot, which does make them a little bit better for the purpose of holding the line against large amounts of orcs, but, you know, it's still very, very dense. Alright, so I got my nuke selected here. Boom. Holy. Oh, that was not very effective. Not as effective as I could have. Anyways, I think there's more returns upgrading my machine gun because the machine gun upgrades are so cheap. Let's go and switch over to this. So another gun tower. Boom, boom, boom. 26. 41. That's the thing with the incremental style games too. You don't want to, I don't know, commit too many upgrades onto one thing here. 70 plus 4 damage, 6 shot. Oh, wait, that's 400. That's 400 for the upgrade. Hold on. Plus 20 range. Get some more range here. Plus 1 penetration. Okay, that's pretty good. 1 more tower. Okay. Yeah, because I've just been spending all my upgrades on just upgrading exclusively my flamethrowers. So, boom. Okay. Let's get that there. I'm just gonna try and like set up another kill zone here because they like to come through here. And then I guess my last gun can just point this way. All right, let's do it. Set up a little machine gun kill zone. They have 1 penetrating shot now, so that should be helpful. Yeah, because then I think, let's see. So they funnel in here, and then they go into there. Yup. There we go, right into the machine gun kill zone. Now the machine gun actually kind of does damage. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna drop a nuke over here. Just go boom. Nice. POV flamethrower is not enough. Gotta rely on your other guns. Other guns POV. Yeah, like now my machine guns are actually doing work because they're shooting so much faster. And then we can just go drop another nuke over here and go boom. I want to concentrate my nukes in the center because, yeah. The last level is going to be fun. It's a huge map and it's super tough. But it basically like requires you to get all the upgrades in order to beat it. And I think that's what a good like final level for a demo should look like, you know? You can see here the machine guns are doing work, but the orcs are starting to get a little too tanky here. They're piling up. They're piling up here, but the penetrating shot is so key. Holy, oh my god. I'm gonna have to drop a nuke closer to the finish line here. Look at all these guys all bundled up here. Let's just drop a nuke right here. Boom! Instantly blown to smithereens. Okay. These guys, I think the final guys at the very end, they have a lot more health. So yeah, they are punching through right now. 3.6. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade this here for more money. And let's upgrade my machine gun here. Boom. Shots per second. Boom. That's basically done. 20 range. I don't think I need more range. Shots per second. 116. Get our bullet penetration here, and then get some more towers. Ooh, I can get a few more towers actually, and then damage. Damage. Machine gun to hold the line. Guys, I've actually just been slandering machine guns from the start of the game. Shh, it's okay, guys. Don't worry about it. Machine gun slander. Let's see, mortar explosion damage. Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's all I have for the mortars. Okay. So now I got another gun here. Oh, I got a few more guns actually. So boom. We can do that here. There's a pretty big pile up in here, so I'm gonna try and put a gun here. And a gun here. And then we got one more mortar. I don't know where I'm gonna put this mortar, to be honest. Maybe here. Alright, let's do it. Machine gun slander. Pop. Boom, boom. The mortar's kind of like knocking everybody around. It's also shooting quite fast. There's like 3 or 4 mortar shells in the air at any point in time. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. And then my 4 machine guns in the back are holding it down quite nicely. And then like this machine gun over here is just cutting them down before they can even get to my flamethrower here. So now we got a bunch of guys coming in this way from the side. Maybe I'll nuke right here. Boom! Huge nuke. If there's one thing the machine guns do, they do have like, do they have knockback? No, they don't. But yeah, they do hit pretty fast. So that does give them a good DPS. I'm just gonna drop a nuke over here. Boom! So right now the nuke is still pretty big because this map is, well, this map is quite large. If you think about it, like the first level was maybe only like this big. So yeah, ton of orcs coming at you. You guys are just getting mowed down here. Ugh. I'll drop a nuke right here. Look at that center of mass. Boom! Huge amount of orc dead. But they're still coming. Look at those machine guns, man. They're just chopping them all down. Pop, 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 pop. Cut them to shreds, boys. Cut them to ribbons. Boom! Alright. Just a few stragglers left. I think we're going to be able to beat this level. Not a perfect win, but a win is a win. There we go. Upgrades 4K. I think that should allow me to unlock the cannon. Cannon is pretty good. It shoots through a bunch of stuff. Okay, but I'm also gonna upgrade bonus resource gain. Holy 7K. I forgot this was so expensive at the very end. Shots per second. Boom. Okay, let's just get my cannon upgraded here. Every 5th shot. No, I forgot about that one. Well, I think as long as I do a perfect round, we should be able to. No! Laser! I like that laser is an available option though. That's cool. Shots per second. I think the faster the cannon fires, the better. 7 penetration, 6. Okay, more penetration. More range. Range on cannon is good. Cannon damage. Nope, nope, nope. More penetration. More cannon. Alright. So final level, we're going to need everything. But here, let's try and beat level 2. Let's try and beat level 2 now that we have all this stuff. So, level 2 is basically not even going to be a challenge at this point. I'm pretty sure I can just point a bunch of machine guns, like, at the entrance, and, like, they will probably do everything for us here. So let's do that here. Let's do that here. Do that there. And then do that there. And then we can put my cannons just all pointing this way. I think these are basically just field guns. Just think of them as high-powered sniper rifles that can, you know, bowling pin a bunch of orcs all at once. And then we can just put a bunch of flamethrowers here because, you know, for the love of the game. You can just see how much smaller this map is compared to the other maps now that we're on this map again. Not even going to bother with the mortar towers here. Boom. Yeah, so the orcs are never going to make it past the entrance. These are the machine guns are just shredding them. Like, I think the machine guns alone would just be able to beat this map. Remember when this was a struggle? I love this style of gameplay. The scaling. The incremental scaling. The upgrades. The level ups. Delicious. They're basically just getting chewed up the moment they come out, so yeah, no match. Anyhow. Bum 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 bum. And that's it. Let's go back to my upgrades here. So I can upgrade the penetrating shot on my cannon. And then we can go and try and perfect this level. Actually, I think with this level, let me see here. I think with the amount of machine guns I have, it should be fine, actually. Hold on. I'm going to put some machine guns over here. And then just have them concentrate into this giant ball of orcs. And then over here, we can like machine gun it up here. Boom. Because once they have the penetrating shot, they are actually quite relevant as a defensive tower. Without the penetrating shot, they are kind of irrelevant. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I think this choke itself should be can be defended by a bunch of machine gun fire. Yeah. Also, because now the machine guns are high powered, so cut them all down. This one I don't even need to point here. The ones that are pointed straight are just cutting everything to to ribbons. World War I simulator, boys. Eventually, this game just becomes a World War I simulator. Bam. Look at all these orcs, man. Zero thoughts. Only wah. And they're just deaders. Just a bunch of deader boys. Pop, 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 pop. And perfecto. We can nuke the last one here. Boom! Look at that. He got atomized. Okay. Let's face the last level here. What are we gonna need for this? Cannon damage? Cannon shots? Let's do that. What does this unlock again? More pen? More damage. Okay, gotcha. 120. Tower stats. Golden orc. No! Golden orc. Alright, we can see the tower stats now. I think you guys have been begging to see that at this point, probably. You're like, bro, unlock the tower stats already. Okay, so we got a shrapnel count here. Shrapnel damage. Explosion. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's unlock the base HP. I think eventually, where is this? Missile damage? Oh, yeah. Automatic missile. Okay, so that's like, oh, I can just toggle. Missile radius. Missile cooldown. Strafing run. That's what I need, boys. The strafing run. That's the aircraft. I think I have to beat it once. Oh, I didn't unlock my aircraft yet. Okay. You know what? Let's just play this round again. I know. It's okay, guys. Let's see. I'm going to set up the cannon. I'm going to set it up like right here for maximum destruction. Where did I do on this side? So like boom. Yeah, because they kind of just all get stuck in here. So, and then, oh, right now the missile hits so slowly. Bam, bam. And you can see the cannons are like just punching through a bunch of them at the same time. So that's pretty good. And then by the time they get to the end, like the machine guns will just finish them off. Yeah. So this is why I wish there was like a fast forward feature. You can see here the flamethrower though is doing the most work right now. 54k. But the cannon is slowly climbing up there. But yeah. The flamethrower is doing work. Even though I haven't upgraded it for a while now. That's what I'm saying. The flamethrower is probably like the best tower in the game. Because there will always be choke points. However, I think the last level nerfs flamethrowers pretty significantly because the map has very little chokes. Now we can wait. We can have a little snack, sip some coffee, or whatever drink. Oh, I need to unload my car from camping. I went camping, and like all my stuff is still in the car, like all the camping gear. I don't have any more perishable foods in the car, you know, so I've been a little lazy, and I'm off on summer break right now, so... No! One of the orcs slipped through! No, this was supposed to be a perfect run. It's over, guys. Just surrender. Surrender to the orcs. They win. Let's drop a nuke right here. Bam! The nuke just did 45k. Pretty good. Do my little missile here. Boom, 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 boom. The missile is relevant later on, but like because I have no upgrades on it. But yeah, right now it does no damage. It does become relevant against super weak orcs later on. But yeah, upgrades 4.3. Okay, what can I do with 4.3? Can I upgrade this? Nope. Definitely can upgrade that, and I can upgrade this. Okay, but going into the final one here. Machine gun damage to 4. Let's crank up that fire rate here. Crank up the range. Oh, crank up the penetration. That's true. Deep penetration here. Get me another cannon tower. All right, let's do that last level. All right, so that's what I mean. This map is huge. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I did last time. I think last time I put like a flamethrower here. I had a flamethrower here. Had a flamethrower here. And then I had a flamethrower here. You basically just want to have maximum uptime on fire. Flamethrower here. Flamethrower here. I think there's a large horde that goes through this way and a large horde that tries to go through here. So let me see. Flamethrower back here. Okay. Machine guns. What do I do with the machine guns? They like to cluster around the walls. So I'm just going to point one here. And I'm going to point one. Oh, no. I'm going to point this one. I'm going to point two of these over here. Boom. And boom. And then this area here is tough because it's a pretty fat gap. I'm going to point them here. Point them here. We're basically just trying to engineer a kill zone with overlapping fire if possible. I'm going to point this one over here. Boom. Boom. POV, this is just kill zone simulator. We got that, we got that. What am I gonna do here? Boom, boom. 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 And maybe one more over here. Now the cannons are gonna be doing work. So I think I'm just gonna put them here and then just have them like take huge chunks out of the crowd of orcs coming through here. Because I know they're gonna go this way. This is basically just fluid physics at this point. I think, well, actually I don't know if they're gonna go this way, hold on. I don't remember how this group works, but I think I do want to have one like this. I know this corridor is going to be popular, so let me see here. Something like this, maybe? Ugh. Yeah, something like that. So the penetrating shots at least can pass through multiple sections. Okay, and then now we just got to put down the mortars. I think mortars, I just got to have them hit center mass. Like, just where they're spawning, just wail on them. Straight up just blast them. Nothing too precise of a science here. Oh wait, hold on. This guy. Should put him over here. Alright. And let's go. Oh, man. Alright, let's just observe the horde behavior here. Boom. Boom. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the three cannons here are doing hella work. Flamethrowers are doing good work too. So we got good flame uptime on the horde here. Machine guns are just swamped. They are not able to cut through the crowd here. And I'm just gonna drop a nuke here because this is a high density area. Just take out as many orcs as possible, and then we're just gonna die right now. Boom. There we go. Holy. Okay, so what was working? Flamethrowers are definitely working. Machine gun was working, kind of. Cannon, I think, needed a bit more. Here. Because I think once the cannon has a higher fire rate, it's gonna start hitting. Let's see here. Boom. Another cannon tower. Cannon shot speed, more penetration. Gonna hit the cannon penetration here. Okay, let's do that. All right, one more cannon. I think I definitely could have just put a cannon like here. That was just pointing this way. Yeah, because these three were just going off. I think this one, I should move it and point it here to just thin the crowd. And then this one here, I'm gonna move it and point it over here. and it'll just rip through whatever's coming. This one, this one, maybe I can just point it this way. Yeah. Because the cannon can just pile through, like, huge swaths of orcs. Actually, I should probably have a cannon going here. That would be a good place for a cannon. But yeah, you kind of have to use all your abilities here in order to beat these guys here. Boom, let's drop a nuke right here. Boom. But we're already dead. There's too many orcs that have leaked. Right now, we're just trying to take as many of them down. Take them all down. But you can see here the flame tower, the flamethrower is cooking. It is key. Damage per tick. Let's get some more range on this bad boy here. Not in demo. Boo. Also can't get my strafing run unlocked, so that's unfortunate here. This is 400, 700. More range on gun. Nah, I'd rather have more power on cannon. Oh, let's pen max here. Boom. Start. Burn them down, boys. Holy, you can see the cannon, like, they are doing their best to pen through this horde, but, like, there are so many of them. Like, you can see the salvos firing off here, and then this guy's firing off over here. Just gonna drop a fat nuke over here. Boom, the nuke just went up to 100k in damage. Nice, nice. Yeah, the nuke always just hits so good. And then these guys are gonna pop through. I wish I had access to my strafing run. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that. I need a round ball to get access to that. Base HP points. Okay, no, that was kind of useless. Didn't need that. Okay, anyways. More penetration. Cannon damage. 897. Let's do that here. Shots per second. All right. Let's let her rip again. So yeah, now we just gotta farm this round here. We are eventually gonna be able to smash these guys here. But you can see it, like, with the increased rate of fire. That's pretty. I think I gotta move this cannon out of the center here, and just, like, I don't know, put it up here or put it down here somewhere. Because right now it's just contributing jack diddly. It ain't really doing much. Boom, big nuke, 99,000. Okay. Like, I guess it does something later on, but, like, right now it's kind of struggling. But yeah, the cannon is starting to catch up in terms of damage output to the flamethrower, but the flamethrower is still always going to be so good. Because the flamethrower just hits everything. So yeah, I should just probably upgrade my flamethrower to max here if I can. Boom, there we go, maxed them out. Any more cannon upgrades here? Cannon damage. Yeah, let's do that here. Boom. 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 Okay, flamethrower's all maxed out. Some orcs are already dying. Forgot to move my cannon once again. Lamaukai. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this area needs so much more cannon help here. Like, they're just piling in here. Let's just drop a nuke on them. Bam, 109k. But yeah, that's like the only nuke I'll get to drop all game. Holy. 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 Sir, they're breaching. Upgrades? Okay. Which one's cheaper? Cannon damage. Alright, now I'm all out of upgrades here. All out of upgrades here. All out of upgrades here. Alright, run it back. Start them up, boys. Oh my god, I forgot to move my cannon again. Unfortunately, you can't move your defenses once you've placed them. So. Or, I mean, once you've placed them and the game has started. Actually, the cannons are starting to outpace the flamethrowers in terms of DPS. So that's pretty good. That's a good sign that the cannons are, well, that they're doing work. Ooh. Okay, fat nuke over there. Yeah, the cannons here are just like chunking them. Look at that. They're just ripping right through. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's do some more upgrades here. More cannon power. So my flamethrowers have already hit like as much power as they can get. They can't get any stronger. 22.5. More penetration. Penetration is basically AoE. Here, I'm gonna move you over here, and then just gotta let it rip. Bam, bam, bam. Got 4 cannons there, just ripping holes through them. It's like super satisfying. I don't know why. Maybe it's like kind of those cleaning games, you know, like you're cleaning up all of the orcs. Soon it will all be clean. There we go. Actually, now I feel like there's a huge horde just coming through here. I was only 70k. Yeah, I probably should have still dropped it up there. I think here is the prime area to nuke. There's so many of them just coming in. Oh no. But the flamethrowers just isn't enough. Even though they're extra crispy. Let's drop a nuke here before we die. No! The nuke didn't go off. Unfortunate. More shots. More pen. We can penetrate 27 orcs. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. I mean, with that much penetration, they're just gonna like clear a path through all these orcs here. Boom, 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 boom. If anything, now I think that's pretty good. I think I should probably switch the target from here to over here now. Because now the penetration is like powerful enough that like it makes sense to have them shoot down the whole corridor. Boom. Only 86. Yeah, you can see here, like once I've amped up the penetration, the cannons are just going to town. They become your primary DPS source in the late game. Unfortunately, we are still outmatched. Then I think now it's just going to start becoming a positioning diff. 19. Let's get some more damage upgrade here. Boom, boom, maxed out damage. Okay. And then, what does this do? Missile damage, missile explosion radius, missile cooldown. Okay, this is just all missile stuff. Okay, whatever. More shrapnel damage, more explosion damage. Bigger explosion radius. Okay. Now I think I'm gonna reorient my cannons here to just go down the lane. Shoot down the entire lane here. Because like they're just piling up over here, so may as well. Boom. Boom. Yeah, shoot down the lane here. And then these guys, if I can zoom in on them. Boom. There we go. I'm gonna like position them like this. And then like that. All right. So there might be a little bit more initial density now, which is good. Because then my nukes can hit harder. Let me see here. Yeah, the cannons are just ripping through the crowds of orcs here. But damn, still too many. Boom, okay. Nuke slightly less effective here. Now I wish I have more cannons. Needs more cannons. Let's just drop a nuke here so we can farm up a bunch more, and then upgrades. Cannon. Max attack speed unlocked. I guess now we can just like level up the mortar here. Explosion radius, explosion damage, shrapnel count. Mortar towers are maxed out. Alright, boom, boom, boom. Okay, yeah, because now the mortars will actually start to do a bit more work. I think. Boom. Eventually we're going to have to upgrade our missile too, to actually do stuff. Let's just hit the mortar down here. I mean, the mortars are shooting super frequently now, so that's good. Boom, boom, boom. Unfortunately, I don't have a defense in depth setup. I literally just have one thin line of concentrated defenses. This is probably where defense in depth would be good. Let's drop another nuke here. Boom. Upgrades. All right, what's my last cannon upgrade that I can get here? More penetration. Bigger radius. Okay. Let's let her rip. Now that I can penetrate like 30 orcs at once. That does seem pretty good. I think I should probably reposition my cannons to penetrate this way then. To shoot this way, and then to also shoot this way. Where's my nuke? Let's just drop the nuke here. Boom. And I should also upgrade my missiles to actually be relevant. Because right now my missiles are super irrelevant. They're basically doing no damage here. Upgrade, shrapnel damage. Alright. Cannons are all maxed out. Okay. Explosion damage. Shrapnel damage. Okay, so I'm going to reposition the cannons one more time. I think here's good. Here is good. Yeah, I'm going to have two of them shoot this way. And then I'm going to have two of them shoot this way. Because now with this much penetration, I want them to be positioned where the maximum number of orcs are, which is going to be like right at the start when everything spawns. Let's do that here, and then let's do that here. All right, now let's see how that works. Let's see here. Yeah, the cannons are just like shredding. Holy. Okay, that seems a lot better actually. Now I feel like maybe I should reposition where my mortars are dropping their shots, because it feels like they are knocking the orcs to safety a little bit. Should also probably reconsider where I'm putting my flamethrower. Because right now everything, like I want to maximize burn time. But you can see here, like, this is a game of like micro optimizations. You're just optimizing slightly better each time. I'm just gonna drop a center of mass nuke here. Boom. Okay. Okay, cannons are doing good. Mortar explosion maxed out. Shrapnel count. Which one's the cheapest one here? Okay, so it's that, and then it's that, and then it's that. Okay, now I'm gonna optimize my mortars here. So I think I actually want my mortars to maybe go here instead. And go here instead. And go here instead. And go here instead. And go here instead. Yeah, I'm gonna re-target my mortars because I actually do want them to be kind of constant. I do want the orcs to be somewhat concentrated. Because while they're concentrated, they can get smashed by my cannons here. And then the mortars will knock them back towards my cannons. Holy. Okay. Let's see if that changes anything. Boom. Because right now, like, yeah, we got like a fat kill zone here. Boom. And then like the mortars are just hitting them in the kill zone. And then the cannons are just carving it up here. I definitely want a flamethrower here. I think I'm going to move this one over to here. And then I'm going to drop a nuke on this kill zone here. Boom. Yeah, so now the mortars and flamethrowers become like good crowd control tools, and then the cannons are just going to do all the DPS. The machine guns are kind of, I don't know. I think I should probably try and re-optimize their placement, but for now I'm not worrying too much here. Boom. No! The nuke didn't go off. Yeah, that was definitely better. That definitely was better placement here. Boom. More shrapnel. More explosion. Alright. Now. Yeah, so this flamethrower I think I should put up here and like concentrate fire here. Yeah, that's the only change I'm going to make. Let's see how that works. I think if anything, this flamethrower I have over here is also suboptimal. I can probably put it down here. Yeah, because there's barely any guys coming through at this point in that area. Boom, 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 and then this giant kill zone here, just go bam, big nuke. And then the machine guns kind of like can deal with any stragglers. It's kind of what they've been doing this whole time. That's looking pretty good. Let's drop another nuke right here. Holy. Cannon's about to breach 1,000,000 damage here. We're probably going to die before that, though. Oh, actually, there we go. The cannon's breached 1,000,000. But yeah, the cannon penetration is just, oof, so good. Okay, so that optimization was good. 2,000. Okay, I'm going to upgrade this. Okay, not enough dollars. I think we're just going to get back in there. And then now we're going to try and optimize. So this flamethrower, I can probably get it to just like burn here. And then here. I wonder if I could just like, yeah, like thin out this area so that it's just concentrated on burning the entrance points here. Let's try and do that. Like a shorter arc would mean that like I'm just gonna bathe the same area in fire more consistently here. Boom. Boom. Although it seems like it turns a lot slower. I wish the turning rate was consistent, because then what's the point of having a shorter arc if it's just gonna turn at the same rate, right? Boom. Okay. All right. Yeah, because these guys feed through here, and then now we have like 1 or 2 orcs coming in. Oh yeah, this was definitely optimization to be made. I love that this game just has like layers to the optimization. I can't wait for it to be fully released, because I think I will play through the whole campaign when it does get fully released. I realized like I should do more of that on my channel. I do have a few playthroughs of like games that I enjoy, but you know, more wouldn't hurt. Just, you know, to share the experience for people who are looking to play it or not play it, just looking to experience it, you know. Nothing wrong with that either. But yeah, let's see here. Now I still think we're not going to make it through this one. I think the next thing I got to do is optimize where my machine guns are placed. Yeah, but we definitely did a lot better here. So now the final upgrade I can do here, let's get the bonus resource thing here. Boom, let's get that. And then 4,000 for this. Let's do that here. Okay, so what's this here? Missile damage. Let's just push through. We don't need to upgrade the missile damage here. At least not for now. I'll put the missiles here. Or like boom, boom, boom. You can just leave them AFK in some slot. Okay. I think if anything, the machine guns are doing a pretty good job at cutting down most of the things that are leaking through. Oh yeah, let's drop a nuke right here. Boom. Switch back to my pew pew. These orcs in the corner getting scuffed. There we go, flamethrower. I wonder if I adjusted the direction of my flamethrower, if that would be better. Because the flamethrower has some pretty good range. Okay, let's drop another nuke right about here. Boom. I'm just gonna put my little missile here. Bam, bam. Right now my missile doesn't really do much damage, so unfortunately I'm not gonna be killing anything. Which is kind of why I just want to put it center of mass and just let it wail on stuff here. No. Okay, that was much better though. 9.3 explosion damage. Shrapnel count. Okay. Alright, let's upgrade my missile here. Boom. I'm pretty sure I can fully upgrade my missile. Actually, maybe not. Almost fully upgrade my missile before getting the other upgrade. Okay, let's see. Machine guns. Let's optimize that. Because like this here, pointed here, is doing a good job. Like this section is doing a good job. I think this section is doing a pretty good job. But these ones here are a little interesting in the sense that I'm not quite sure what they're achieving. So I'm gonna readjust these to be like right here. Like that. I'm gonna see what happens here if I set them here. And then I'm gonna set these here. There we go. Let's see what happens when I do that. Okay, so you can see here now the missile actually does a lot more damage. Look at that. It's got a bigger AoE as well. And now the machine guns are actually filtering much better. This is basically a consistent mortar effect, I guess, on this missile. Not gonna save your run, but boom. You know, can definitely pick off some stragglers. Oh, I say that as I miss every single shot here. Boom, 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 boom. Holy, that guy's tanky though. What the? Alright, let's just drop a big one here. Boom. Maybe we can one-shot these little small orcs here. Yeah, the smaller orcs I think they just have less health overall, so they'll get chewed through a bit. I think the machine guns are performing a bit better. Are they? Let me see. Let me observe their positioning. These ones are doing good. This area here is not so great. There's more like chaff getting through there because I don't have any guns pointed that way. Oh well. I dropped 3 nukes now, so that's a good sign. There we go. Boom. Alright, let's get some more upgrades here. Okay. Fully upgrade that. Can upgrade on this. I guess we can upgrade our base health to be a little tankier here. Alright. And that'll help us farm a little longer. Start the battle. Boom, boom. I think I should knock these orcs back into the path of the cannon. Maybe that'll be the play. Yeah, like push them back into the cannon. They thought they escaped the cannon. They did not. boom, 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 boom. And then we go bam, boom, 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 boom. Okay, a lot less stragglers coming in now. Map is still so big though. Drop a fat nuke up there. But I should probably drop a nuke on the bottom area though. Let's see here. Bam, bam, bam. Isn't it crazy that with all this penetration, we still aren't able to punch through all the orcs that are here? There's so many orcs here. Sir, we have an orc problem. Yes, indeed. We indeed have an orc problem. Holy. Oh my god. Yeah, this is where I wish I had access to strafing run. Strafing run would make this so much easier. It's like a consistent airstrike that you can call in on an area. Guns in my area. I gotta strap. I gotta carry them. Alright, whatever. Let's just do this here. Boom, boom. Okay, now we have more health. Knock them back in, knock them back in. Boom. I'm just gonna like shoot these guys here. Maybe that'll be better. A little bit of a disruption. I mean, now that we have more health, we can like last a bit longer. But like, look at how dense this formation is. I gotta say, these two cannons, I maybe should just point them into this corridor here. Cause like, yeah, I don't know if they're actually getting value being pointed where they are right now. Cause I can still see like the shots are going all the way till the end, which means, well, there could be more targets they could be hitting. Holy. Yeah, once we unlock strafing run, we should be fine. Let's see, boom. Holy. But yeah, we're just gonna get slowly drained. Slowly drained by the orc train. Explosion damage. Shrapnel count. Explosion damage. One more. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna reposition this. So I'm gonna position you from here to here. And from here to here. So let's see if that's better. Because then like they'll definitely be getting max value. And then I just gotta prevent them from going through the center as much as possible. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you can see like now, like with the 4 shots going down this corridor, like they are just flattening them. Boom. Like it's just a path getting carved through these orcs here. So that's good. Oh, I did not activate my missile. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna pick off these stragglers here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god, let's drop a fat nuke here. Boom, 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 boom. I hate that there's like a little bit of a delay on the missile. So that's kind of not fun. But oh well. It is what it is. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we got another nuke that I can drop here. Nuke drop. Come on, number 1. I've been pressing the tilde key instead of number 1 here. Oops. Bam, 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 bam. Big nuke. Number 1. Oh, I keep toggling it. Oops. There we go. Okay, so this setup is much better. So I'm wondering if I should actually shift my lower cannons. Oh, I still lost. Yeah, I think I should shift my lower cannons to hit more center mass as well. So let's just do that here. More shrapnel. Level that up. Because right now they might not be getting maximum value here. Okay, come here. Like if I shift them to go this way, that might be max value. You know, because there's so many orcs coming through this way. All right, let's see here. There's very few orcs actually coming through this way. Like they're just piling through. Boom, boom. Drop a fat nuke up top. Boom, boom. I'm gonna knock these guys into the path of the cannon here. I think that'll be pretty good as well. Am I not zoomed out? Oh my god, I'm not zoomed out. Help. I cannot zoom out again. Okay. Yeah, I think repositioning the cannons there was definitely key. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just gonna put the missile here. Watch, I got a nuke here. Boom. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, drop another nuke. We're working them, boys. Oh, but these guys have way more health here. They're surviving the missiles. This is where I wish I had access to strafing run here. But yeah, I think the cannons focused this way was definitely key. Okay, so I guess the only thing I can do is increase the HP on my base. Okay, oh my god, where are we? This is like the next day, Lamau. I like had to take a break because this game was just so long. Oh, the machine gun fire rate. I totally forgot that this upgrade was up here. Hey, maybe that I totally forgot that I didn't upgrade my machine guns fully. Okay, let's just keep going here. Okay, start. Did I need to move something around? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm still trying to beat this level here. Yes, that is correct. Beating this level is correct. Well, I think buffing the machine guns might actually be helpful. There'll be less stragglers making it past the defenses here. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, 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 bam. I can drop a nuke now, so I'm gonna drop that right here. Boom, boom, boom. My missiles are kind of hitting. Bam, bam, bam. I'm gonna try and like hit them back into the flamethrower here. There we go. Get back into the fire. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Just gonna try and hit these orcs. Maybe not center of mass, but like as well as I can. Oh my god. And then there's another nuke here. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe I gotta reposition how I put this flamethrower. Cause yeah. It does seem like we are leaking a little bit here. But the machine gun upgrade, I totally forgot that was there. That's what happens when you play like for like an hour or two straight. You just like forgetty spaghetti that there are certain upgrades that are available. Okay, boom, 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 boom. If the orc survives the hit, I guess he was meant to make it. Oh my god. Yeah, these orcs are starting to break through here. The cannons are doing a great job. Oh nah, but we're bleeding. You know, maybe I should just put a flamethrower at the very back. Like maybe right here, because they all seem to coalesce around here. I may as well just flamethrower there rather than having two flamethrowers. Yeah, I could intentionally. Hold on. I could intentionally just let them leak a little bit, and then have the flames cook them in the back. Okay. Anyways, what am I looking at here? Shots per second. Gun range. More shots per second. This is 2,000. Okay, 0.6. That's 3,000. That's 4,000. Oh, this maxes it out though. And now we're all out of money. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, I'm gonna rearrange this. So it seems like they all gather around here. So let's just do a big arc over here. And actually they all seem to gather around here. So let's do a big arc over here. Something like that. Let's try it this way, because I want to make sure I have maximum like fire uptime here. Boom, 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 boom. And then so if they do leak through at the very end there, then I guess that's fine. Yeah, because the machine guns are filtering lots of them here, but the ones that do make it through, you know what? I think these two machine guns I can reposition to shoot over here in the center. Yeah, we can definitely do that here. Boom, boom. And then the flamethrower at the very end here seems to be doing a good job. Well, yeah, they're killing most of these orcs, are bringing them within an inch of their life. Boom, boom. Which is interesting. Like the pathing is interesting because it seems the map seems to suggest there's more like ways for the orcs to move around. But I guess like they take the most efficient path, like the smallest path possible. Oh, I didn't drop my nuke. I was like, why didn't I not drop my nuke? Boom. There we go. That nuke got dropped. 78,000. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Oh my god. Trying to stop the orcs here. We'll stop some of them here, I guess. But yeah, like there's a huge crowd like just running through the center, and that's bad. I should probably position my machine guns to catch them. Let me see. Yeah, I think like these machine guns here, I can fix the positioning here, and these two I can put in the center to like just shoot directly into this crowd. Yeah, but the ones down here I think are doing fine. I think. Actually, I think these two I can point them this way more. Hey, you know what? There are a few guys coming this way now. Let's just drop a nuke right there. Oh, some of these orcs survived that nuke. That's crazy. Alright, let's go to upgrades here. Not in demo. Not in demo. Not in demo. Not in demo. That is in demo. Not in demo. I'm so sad that those are not in demo. Okay. So machine gun fire rate. Machine gun range. Let's max out the range here. Oh, I can still upgrade their fire rate too. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, let's reorganize this. So these machine guns, because of their insane range, yeah, I'm gonna put them here like this. To just try and like sweep this area. Yeah, this area is gonna be full of orcs here. And then these guns, I'm gonna reposition the focus here. Yeah. Maybe that'll be better. Yeah, there we go. Now let's see if that'll be better. Okay. Yes, I think generally shooting down into the horde is better than shooting like sideways, because the bullets have penetrating shots, so they will cut through a few orcs at a time. So let me see. I'm thinking these 3 machine guns I can reposition and have them point into the horde as well. That might be better. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're getting some stragglers. I'm gonna try and focus my fire here now. Boom, 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 boom. But currently they're still like, I guess like gathering around the top area. But yeah. Blast them, boys. I probably should have done this as like multiple videos, but you know what? I just decided to play through the whole demo all at once. Like all the different levels, you know? Maybe I'll just do like chapters. I'll probably just do chapters for this video. Because I'm just like, like the game is short enough that I don't feel like I should put out multiple videos, but it's also long enough that doing it all in one go feels kind of tough. But whatever, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna sit through and watch the whole thing all at once. But if you do, you're a champ. You're a champ for still being here at this point in the game. Okay, we still have a few orcs coming through. Oh, we're getting some fat leaks here. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I think a defense in depth. Let's see. This position is starting to get overwhelmed here. This position has too much concentrated fire, so I think I'm gonna put 1 machine gun here and then like 1 machine gun here, and maybe 1 over here, because like yeah, it's way too concentrated. Oh, wait, hold on. Did switching up the machine guns actually solve it? Wait a minute. We almost beat it. We actually almost beat it. I think we have too little health, though. We're just going to die from the leakers here. Damn. That machine gun switch up placement was actually pretty good. Let's get some more shots fired, and then we'll go back. Okay, so I think these ones need to be focused on shooting directly into the horde of incoming orcs here. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put you over here as well. And then we're gonna switch this one up. Let's see here. A large group usually comes through here, so we'll have them shoot this way. Yeah, I think that should be good. I'm gonna adjust it slightly. I'm gonna widen the arc of fire here a bit more. Slightly wider arc of fire. I think that should do it. Let's go bam, 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 bam. And then the cannons should just like plow through everything. And now that I have 3 guns over here, that should like clean up most things. And then if anything, I should probably have a few leakers down at the bottom, I think. Yeah, there's a few leakers down here. I think the flamethrowers should be able to handle it. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Let's switch over to the nuke. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the flamethrower should be able to handle whatever's left. Yeah, because the machine guns in the center just wipe out everything that comes in there. And then machine guns down at the bottom, they're just dumping fire into the whole group here. Drop a nuke. Hell yeah. I just want to beat this level so that I can unlock the strafing run, and the strafing run is just going to make everything so easy. Because you can just use it to guard the exit, or you can use it to guard the entrance. But yeah, the strafing run it's just like a plane that just comes and like blast an area. Regret not unlocking it. Oh well. Regretty spaghetti. Boom, boom. Oh, I just knocked those guys out into the wrong area. Don't want that. Boom. There's like a few orcs going the wrong way. I guess it's bound to happen though when there's so many of them. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just gonna hit like areas that are like super dense. Dense, dense, dense. Pop, 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 pop. How are my mortars doing? Mortars are actually not doing so hot. Let's drop a nuke here. Okay, all the orcs have already entered the field. Boom. Okay, there's quite a few orcs going down. I don't want that. Let me just hit that over here. Okay, the nuke there kind of wiped out a bunch of them. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully my missile here can kill the rest. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, we're not gonna survive. Not enough health. We're so close, guys. We're so close. Holy. I'm gonna upgrade that to max. Honestly, if I just had a bit more health, we would have survived. Anyways. Okay. What other optimization do I have here? Maybe I switch you from shooting here to shooting like here. Like just in this area. And then I'm gonna focus on having it shoot into the crowd a bit more. Just to like knock these guys around. Because yeah, this area is super dense and filled with orcs. So I think I should have the mortars shoot into that area. Okay. What else? The machine guns kind of handle the leak here. Okay, cone of fire. Let's do that. Where is this thing? It's shooting into the wall. Slightly narrower cone of fire. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so now that the mortars are hitting more center of mass, I wonder if that makes my cannons worse. Let's see here. Because like they are dispersing them a lot more. So maybe instead of having all 3 of my cannons on the edges, I can have one over here maybe. Boom. Bam. Yeah, because like the mortars really knock the orcs around and like push them to go every which way. Boom. I want these guys to go up though. Let's drop a nuke in the center. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no, these guys are going the wrong way. I guess if there's too many orcs, they will start heading down. Yeah, now there's a lot of guys in the center actually. Because I changed up where my mortars are hitting. And I think now my cannon is performing worse. So the mortars were actually in the right spot. I gotta change them back. Yeah, because now like look at how thick the crowd is here. Holy. Yeah, I'm performing worse now that I've realigned my mortars. Okay, the mortars were hitting everywhere that I wanted them to hit before. Okay, let's fix that up. Yeah, because now it's just like there's too many orcs coming through. I think actually my flamethrower should go here. That would be the best spot to put it. Because then that actually hits multiple locations before they diverge. Okay. Let's go and fix that here. So, boom. Play. Okay, mortars. I think you guys are hitting over here, so let's do that again. And yeah, because I want the mortars to like knock them back. So let's do that. And let's do that. Like a bit of a knockback, something like this. And this flamethrower should actually go here. Yeah. Yeah, maybe more like this. Because then they sort of diverge here. And then I can't really catch them once they diverge. There's a huge group that goes down this way, though. Okay, let's just see how that goes. It's like the mortar's dropping tons of shrapnel here. Boom. And then like my 4 cannons are just piling through. Oh yeah, I got 4 cannons up there and 3 on the bottom. Okay. Machine guns. Okay, drop nuke. Okay. Yeah, now I think the flamethrower is good. It's gonna burn everything. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god. Survivors here. Pop. Okay, let's drop another nuke. Let's hit it up there at the top. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna try and knock these guys back from the center here, so they stay in the fire for longer. Bomb, 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 bomb. There's like 4 orcs there. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let's nuke over here. Just gonna push these guys into the cannon here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my god. Okay. I think that's better now. Let's drop another nuke here. Comparatively speaking, there's a lot less orcs now. Okay, so we're almost at the very end. I'm gonna nuke right there. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna try and knock these orcs into the top route if possible. There we go. Because the top route will give me another tick of flamethrower, so that'll be good. Oh god, these guys are so tanky. I got one more nuke. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, let's go. We completed the level. Not a perfect score, but we definitely completed it. Let's go to upgrades here. So I can unlock my strafing run now. Holy, now it's gonna make things so much easier. Automatic attacks. Oh yeah. Let's do that. Okay, strafing run. Let's just level them up all the way. Is there any other upgrade that I'm not looking at here? The health max? Nah. Bullets per attack. Cooldown. The cooldown on strafing run is probably the most important one. Explosion radius. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Let's perfect this level here. Okay, so I got a few more cannons. I think this level becomes super easy once I have the cannons here. Where are they coming from again? I think they're coming from here. Yeah, I'm putting a cannon here. I got 3 cannons shooting into there already. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I should actually take this cannon and put it here, like that. And I guess I can put this cannon here. Like directly into this crowd here. Oh wait, that's bad. That was bad cannon placement. Okay, so strafing run. I think I have to keep calling it in every single time, which is kind of bad. Which is why automatic is better. Boom. Yeah, the strafing run is key. But now, like, the wave barely looks that big. And also with, like, this low of a cooldown. Holy. Look at that. Beauty. Remember when this level used to be tough? Boom, 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 boom. It's like your first big level, basically. Where there's, like, multiple routes. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Like, the strafing run is so good. Because it has such a low cooldown. It basically just becomes a permanent tower fixture at a certain point. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Calling an A10 Warthog, baby. Get him. Yeah, this cannon placement could do better, though. I could probably have a cannon shoot this way. That'll cleave, like, through this entire crowd so easy. Because, like, this area just bunches up like crazy. Okay, let's do another strafing run here. I can basically just keep assigning strafing runs, I think. There we go. Alright, now we can have automatic strafing runs, and then we can go and beat this level here. Okay, start battle, and then strafing run here, and then it'll automatically hit that area. And look at that, they're just coming in, boom. Just blasting that area. And that way it prevents like too many guys coming in the middle. That's what I'm saying, like strafing run is so easy, like makes the game so much easier. And not having unlocked it earlier, that was the biggest issue. Boom! Big nuke. Okay. And then later on I can put strafing run defensively. But yeah. Holy, I ran out of this space there. Lamau. Boom. Oh, that was the nuke. Pop. 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 Ah! Oh my god, there goes my perfect game. Actually so cooked. Okay. The perfect run is going to be a little tough here. Let's see. Actually, I should probably put it here. Yeah. Putting it there is going to do wonders. Okay, I can probably reposition my flamers if that's the case. Because, yeah. If I can have a flamer... Where is it? Let's see. Where am I going to put the fire? I can probably put one over here, to be honest. Just like burn this area a bit better. I definitely need one here. Like this one, like putting one here is just going to be delicious. Because so many orcs are just piling through there. And I think having one here at the very end is better. But yeah, there we go. Strafing run. Boom. I don't even think there's an upgrade I can use. Oh my god, that nuke hit nobody. The nuke took too long to land. Like, I don't even think there's an upgrade I can use if I perfect the game. It's like, congratulations, you finished it. But yeah, I just wanted to show off the strafing run here, I guess. Strafing run does quite a lot. Survived. Survived. You can get base HP. What is this? Oh yeah, this is max cooldown on strafing run. Okay, I didn't have it on max cooldown. Maybe that's why. Yeah, on max cooldown it goes crazy. Goes crazy. Alright, well, I mean, if you guys enjoyed this playthrough of Sir, we have an orc problem, be sure to leave a like. And tune in next time for, I don't know, when the game comes out and I'll play it. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later.
In the rear with the gear. The tires, let's light some fires.
Need a light.